Hello, Pain Stream. Hope you're doing well. It's Saturday. Oh, I got to do yoga soon. Let's bang this out. So, let's start with some notes from week 4 of The Science of Wellbeing by Dr. Laurie Santos from Yale University, and you can find that for free on Coursera. This week she talks about hedonic adaptation. Hedonic. Basically, that's the idea that we get used to things. So, including jobs, marriages, cars, houses, anything. You can have the greatest mansion in the world eventually, or the greatest yacht in the world, right? Eventually you're going to get used to it. So why do people buy bigger things and chase these material objects? Well, why? Because eventually they get sick of it and they want something new and better, and they want that rush, and they think it's going to make them happy, and it doesn't, because that's not how your brain works. So we get used to things, and then they just become our things. They're new for a while. So there was a study done, are married people happier than unmarried people? And this illustrates the hedonic adaptation in that the first couple years, yeah. But then after that, after it's new, and it's just your thing, it's just your marriage, it's just your husband, it's just your life, then it's back to equal. So you get a little bump, and then it's back to equal. So if you don't want to get married, maybe you can buy a beach house. Or actually, you should just go on vacation, because this is the reason why folks who focus on and invest in experiences get more satisfaction and a greater happiness bump over the long term from those experiences, because those experiences are there and then they go away. But you keep the experience inside you. And I could attest to that. I mean, I love travel, I love experiences, and I would always spend way more money on doing, learning, and experiencing new things than on having a bigger house. And all my money goes to stupid crap that I don't care about anyway. So you can't take any of this stuff with you. So what's the point of it? Anyway, if you have a family, you need a bigger house, I get that. But think about, how much house do you need? How many things do you need? You don't need, in America, you probably don't need all the stuff you get. However, what do you do when you have a job or you have a marriage? You can't just keep getting married every 2 years, keep getting a new job every 2 years. Well, she offers strategies to help with those things as well. Effective strategies. Gratitude is one of them. How to look at your situation to ensure your continued happiness, and appreciate those things for the long term. So I recommend it. So let's do a quote from Tasha Silver, Outrageous Openness. We'll go to page 130, and there are 2 quotes. Enlightenment is learning to stand on your own 2 feet. Yeah. Think about that, Jack. When you're maybe dependent on your parents, or maybe you're codependent on a relationship. That's from Adyashanti. 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 When you knock, ask to see God, not any of the self-appointed intermediaries. Thoreau. Henry Thoreau, I assume. It just says Thoreau. So I like that one. Yeah. Knock right on God's door. Not someone who's telling you what God says and what you should believe God says. I mean, you can listen to them if you find someone you trust, but trust yourself more than anyone. So let's get some quotes from the book. Blessed are you who hunger now, for you will be satisfied. Blessed are you who weep now, for you will laugh. Blessed are you when men hate you, when they exclude you and insult you. Rejoice in that day and leap for joy, because great is your reward in heaven. Luke 6:21-23. So whether or not you believe that, well, it doesn't matter. Or whether or not that's true, right? But if you believe it, it'll make you feel better. And that's what counts. Lesson 125, surrender. Surrender yourself, and if you cannot be welcomed by the friend, know that you are rebelling inwardly like a thread that doesn't want to go through the eye's needle. The awakened heart is a lamp. Protect it by the hem of your robe. Hurry and get out of this wind, for the weather is bad. And when you've left this storm, you will come to a fountain. You'll find a friend there who will always nourish your soul. And with your soul always green, you'll grow into a tall tree, flowering always with sweet light fruit, whose growth is interior. Jalal-ud-Din Rumi, translated by Andrew Harvey from A Year of Rumi. That was beautiful. I have to take a while to think of that, though. The meaning and all the depth. I mean, Rumi is incredible, but very deep and thought-provoking and sometimes confusing. But that reminds me of an inspirational quote that someone recently said in yoga class I took, and it's, everything is just the weather, but you are the sky. And that's amazing, right? You're the sky, and other stuff's going to happen around you. The sky is still there. And it's always blue, and it's always beautiful. And eventually the storms will pass, right? Yay! If you give up your life for me, you will find true life. Matthew 16:25. I see that more as like give up the ego, and you'll find your true self. I believe in that. The Lord challenges us to suffer persecutions and to confess them. He wants those who belong to him to be brave and fearless. He himself shows how weakness of the flesh is overcome by courage of the Spirit. This is the testimony of the apostles, and in particular of the representative, administering spirit. A Christian is fearless. Tertullian, Tertullian. And finally, the truth is that the Spirit of the living God is guaranteed to ask you to go somewhere or do something you wouldn't normally want or choose to do. The Spirit will lead you to the way of the cross, and as he led Jesus to the cross. And that is definitely not a safe or pretty or comfortable place to be. The Holy Spirit of God will mold you into the person you were made to be. This often incredibly painful process strips you of selfishness, pride, and fear. Forgotten God, that's in the book Forgotten God by Francis Chan, Chan. Ain't that the truth? Is it called the pain stream for nothing? No, it ain't. All right. Have a good day. Peace out.